I'm going to represent and talk about Twente Pathway College and the Hague Pathway College. Unlike other universities, they had sessions in the past, previously. It is more like pathway programs called foundation course. It is for high school graduates. So I will focus on bachelor's courses and foundation courses as well. Okay. I will start with the Twente Pathway College first. Yeah. So before talking about the university itself, the Twente University is based in the city called Enschede. It is quite small size, typical small size European city in eastern part of the Netherlands. Right next to Enschede, there's German border. So it is very close to German border as well. Even though the city size of the city is quite small, there are a lot of wide range of bars, theaters, festivals, and museums because there are so many students population in the city of Enschede. It is 1.5 hours away from Amsterdam. So if you arrive in the Schiphol airport in Amsterdam, it takes you only 1.5 hours from the airport, direct to Enschede. Okay. Yeah. It is how the city of Enschede looks like. It is quite small, cozy European city. Outside of city, a lot of green spaces are available. We have a video showing around the city, but due to the time limitation, I would recommend you to have a look on YouTube channel. We have Twente Pathway College YouTube channel. So speaking of University of Twente, unlike other Dutch universities, University of Twente has one single site campus environment. So in the campus, pretty much everything is available, such as accommodation, lecture halls, theaters, supermarket, sports centers as well. So you will enjoy full campus services and environment at the University of Twente. In terms of the ranking, it is in the 1% in the world. They are ranked 210th in the world according to the latest QS World Ranking tables. And according to Times Higher Education Ranking, it is 184th. So it is top 1% in the world, I would say. Actually, there's no national ranking table available in the Netherlands, but there are 4 main technical universities, including Twente, and Twente University is regarded as the best technical university in the Netherlands, according to National Educational Magazine. So for University of Twente, they have high ranking, and they have quite unique approach to education as well. So even though technology or engineering is much focused, all students will have to think about society at some point as well. So for example, if you study computer science or mechanical engineering, if you want to make a robot, you have to know all the knowledge about making a robot, but at the same time, you will have to think about what kind of social impact the robot will bring, this kind of things. So they have unique approach to education, combining between technology and social sciences. Also, they encourage all students to be entrepreneurial. So it's very entrepreneurial mindset in the university. We have many successful companies launched at the university, and Booking.com, hotel accommodation booking site, it is one of the Twente's alumni company. So yeah, they really encourage all students to have some entrepreneurial mindset, and many students actually start their startups or startup companies at the university. Okay, these are the examples from the University of Twente or available in Enschede. So they have Twente FC and takeaway.com, booking.com. These are the companies launched by University of Twente's alumni. There are some big companies in Enschede or neighboring locations. So as a research university, we have some certain characteristics we are looking for from international students, because you will be challenged a lot academically. So you have to be self-reliant, you have to have good time management skills, entrepreneurial attitude, and at the University of Twente, you will have to do a lot of projects throughout a year. So you have to be a good team player as well. And then Twente Pathway College, it is the pathway college offering the foundation program for high school graduates. So through the foundation course, you are guaranteed to one of the English taught bachelor programs at University of Twente. The curriculum has been designed and aligned with the university from scratch. And we don't teach only about academic subjects, but also help students to obtain personal, like the right personality and have soft skills the University of Twente wants all students to have. University of Twente is the first university in the Netherlands who opted English as their official language. So, of course, Dutch people can speak English, and you can use English for study and living, but it is their official language is English as well. So we have 3 foundation streams: engineering and technology, business and management, and behavioral and social sciences. So depending on your chosen degree, you will study one of those streams here. Yeah, it is about project-based learning. So just like the university students do, all our pathway students will do a series of projects throughout the foundation program as well. Okay, then these are the degrees you can choose from. Good news is that 2 years ago, technical computer science was removed from the progression degree, but we now have technical computer science back to the progression list, which is the most popular degree from students. So for engineering and technology, we have applied mathematics, business and IT, or regular engineering programs like electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, etc. We also have business and management or behavioral or social sciences as well. So we have international business or communication science. Entry requirements. So for English, we look for IELTS 5.5 overall and no other scores below 5.0. We also accept TOEFL. For academic entry requirements, it is quite high, I would say. So for engineering and technology, all students have to have studied mathematics and physics in their final year of high school. And those subjects have to be 80%. And we also look for overall grade of 70% in the final year. And for business and management, minimum overall average of 80% is required in the final year as well. And all students have to submit personal statement and CV and their valid passports. But you don't have to submit all these documents at first. We will offer conditional offer first, so you can submit later stage if you're ready with those documents later. Fee-wise, so we have different tuition fee depending on the stream you choose. So for engineering and technology foundation, it is a little bit above 16,000 euro. For business or social sciences, it's 15,000 euro per year. And once you progress to bachelor's degree, depending on your program, so for business or social sciences, it is about 9,600 euros. And for engineering and technology degrees, it is around 13,000 euro per year. We have some important dates in place. So for September intake for foundation, you have to submit your application by 15th of June. And we have this another deadline in place. So please don't be late. It is for September intake. So this is for Twente, and I have one more university to present. So sorry,
you want to open?
Hey, yeah, this one. Yeah. So the second university I'd like to introduce is the Hague University of Applied Sciences. So the Twente University I just told is research university, and the Hague University of Applied Sciences, as you can imagine from their names, they are more about practical experience. They do work with industry partners during their studies, and they have to do internship, like mandatory internship during their studies as well. So speaking of The Hague as a study destination, even though Amsterdam is the capital of the Netherlands, The Hague is administrative capital of the Netherlands. So all the governments and embassies or many of global companies, non-profit organizations are based in The Hague. It is a dynamic, cosmopolitan, and multicultural student city. So as I said, there are so many international companies and organizations. So there are 131 international organizations. There are a lot of legal institutions, 100 biomedical companies. It is very important because all applied sciences university students, they have to do a lot of projects with real companies. So they have that advantage of being in The Hague, being very close by these kind of multinational companies and international organizations. Here's the example of what kind of companies or organizations in The Hague. So we have multinational companies like Shell, ING, Siemens. We have legal institutions such as international criminal courts, non-profit organization like Oxfam or UNICEF. We also have royal family in The Hague as well, as represented by the yellow flag, and they have Europol, etc. The Hague is third biggest city in the Netherlands after Amsterdam and Rotterdam, and those three cities are close enough. So if you arrive in Amsterdam airport, it will connect you to The Hague in 30 minutes. So it's very close to Amsterdam. And this is how The Hague looks like. It is a coastal city, and it is also very close to the biggest beach in the Netherlands. So if students want to have some relaxing time with their students, it is very accessible as well. Okay, so compared to the University of Twente, the Hague University of Applied Sciences, it is quite big size university, having over 27,000 students in total, and 30% of them are international students. As a applied sciences university, they much focus on bachelor's programs rather than master's programs. So they have roughly 70 bachelor programs in total and 9 master's programs. Again, we have the foundation program for students. As well as the foundation program, we also have English academic preparation program. I will focus more on foundation program this time. So via foundation program, you can progress to these degrees. We have 2 foundation streams, management and social sciences and technology and design. Majority of students study management and social sciences streams. So the most popular degrees are international business, communication management. Somehow UX design is quite popular as well. But we also have technology and design degrees like industrial design engineering or process and food technology. We have 2 intakes in September and January, depending on your English level. January intake is slightly more intensive program, so we require slightly higher IELTS for January intake. So as I said, we like applied science university students, the aim of those students is to get a job after graduation rather than pursue it like master's degree. Of course they can do, but most of students, they want to get a job in the Netherlands and settle in. So during the studies, they will have to do a lot of projects with industry partners. And in Saudi, they don't do the long essay, but rather they have to do internship as a graduation project. Then they have to do a report to university. So mandatory internship is already embedded in the program. They don't have to do spend extra time. It's already integrated. So for example, these students started foundation some time ago, like 4 years ago. And now he's working at the Embassy of the Republic of Panama in the Netherlands. These students also having an internship at Dutch company. This student studied industrial design engineering, and she's working at Vogue in the Netherlands. For entry requirements, we have these different IELTS requirements depending on when you want to start your course. And for academic entry requirements, we look for 70% in high school year 3. It has to be average 70%, and all students have to have studied mathematics in their final year, regardless of grade. This is the fee. So for international foundation program for September intake, it's roughly about 14,000 euro per year. And for January intake, it's 11,000 per year. And once you progress to university, bachelor program is around 9,000 euro per year. Again, we have deadlines in place. Maybe direct application for university, they have earlier deadlines. So if you fail to be accepted by direct admissions, then you might have some more time for foundation course. Okay, that's all from me.